Hi, thank you for joining us. We're just hours away from President Trump's primetime speech, but the White House still hasn't confirmed many details about what exactly he plans to talk about. What we do know is the president says his speech will include election integrity concerns. He's also teased some, quote, really big news. Sources tell CBS News Trump is expected to accuse China of meddling in U.S. elections. He has repeatedly claimed the 2020 race was rigged, but there has been no evidence to support those allegations. A U.S. intelligence report released in 2021 found with high confidence that China did not try to change the outcome or interfere with election infrastructure, including vote counting. But the assessment did outline a minority view from the National Intelligence Officer for Cyber, who believed China did take some steps to undermine Trump's re-election bid in 2020. Earlier, the White House offered a broad preview of the president's speech.
I've seen a lot of reporting and frankly misreporting about what the president will say. I think the American people will be relieved to hear what they are hearing from the president of the United States and his commitment to transparency and the focus on the integrity of our elections tonight.
There appears to be confusion on Capitol Hill surrounding the address. Some Democrats are looking to get ahead of Trump's remarks by questioning his integrity, while many Republicans claim to be in the dark and think the focus should be on moving forward.
Donald Trump's election speech tonight is not about the election Trump lost 6 years ago. It is a threat against the election he is afraid to lose this November.
Don't know. I've been pretty busy. I'm not sure. I know he's going to talk about election integrity, which is a big issue for the country, but I haven't spoken to him about the content of the speech.
In advance of Donald Trump's speech, let me also be clear about one thing. Donald Trump lost the 2020 presidential election.
Anytime you're looking back, you're not looking ahead, and I'm looking ahead to these elections, and the president should as well.
I don't know what he's going to make up tonight. It'll be interesting to see, but we should view it as an exercise in political science fiction and not political science.
I have no idea what the president is
We know what he
going to
said in the past. The election is
I have no. You know that I do not agree with that conclusion.
Let's bring in CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi. So, Olivia, what more are we learning about the speech?
Well, Lindsay, it's good to be with you. We know the president will be making this address tonight at 9 p.m. We are told it's going to be related to election integrity and voting systems. As you mentioned as well, there will be some components of the speech that are going to focus on China and, quote, China meddling in U.S. elections. They're going to talk about Beijing potentially compromising U.S. voter data and some evidence that the CIA perhaps knew about this back in 2020 and did not tell the president of it. I do want to note that back in 2020, when that election was held, it was upheld by multiple agencies of the then Trump White House. Also, it was investigated by the DOJ, the FBI, the numerous DHS, numerous other agencies in that administration. And all of them found that there was no meddling at that point. And of course, the speech is coming at a point in time that is concerning to some, just given the fact that we are about 100 days or so away from the 2026 midterm elections. Today, our Ed O'Keefe also asked Caroline Leavitt during that press briefing whether the president is willing to accept the results of the 2026 midterms. Of course, the elections haven't been had yet, but Caroline Leavitt declined to answer that question. We did hear from Vice President Vance yesterday, though, and he said, of course, we're going to uphold the results of this year's election. So we're all waiting to see just exactly what the president is going to bring up tonight, given the fact that it is 6 years after the fact, and that has been reaffirmed by multiple agencies in the U.S. government across multiple different administrations that it was a fair and safe election in 2020.
And so we just heard a little bit of sound, but how are Democrats responding?
Yeah, as you mentioned, some of them are trying to get out ahead of it. One of those people who's trying to get out ahead of it is Senator Jon Ossoff. He was actually elected in that wave of Democrats back in 2020 in Georgia. We know the president had tried to contest the results in Georgia multiple times. He called him today, Senator Ossoff called President Trump, I should say, the world's best known sore loser. We also heard from House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who said that none of the things that Trump may say later today merit any, with respect to election interference, have any merit. So they are trying to get out ahead of it. But of course, they are just trying to sound the alarm, given the fact that we are headed into the midterms, about what anything the president could reveal tonight having an impact on the election in 100 days.
Olivia Rinaldi, thank you.